Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It is Monday morning the 30th of September. So we're going to talk about the Sebastian Rogers case today. The footage you're seeing right now is yesterday, a little bit of break in the rain to show you the woods. Doesn't it look much like the woods that are currently being searched by SF investigators and a small crew who have joined him? So we're going to talk about the latest in the search, but I've been asked to review a video by several people. This video here by Silvers on the Scene. I have no idea who this person is, but this video has had 22,000 views in the last 2 days. Way more than any of my Sebastian Rogers videos get. So I've reviewed it. You may or may not like what I've got to say, but let's go. So we'll start with this. We'll start with this Silvers on the Scene video here. This guy, Silvers, appears to have been talking to people from Chris Proudfoot's job site. Oh my God, wow. You can put all that shocking new details. You can put all that in your title because it is shocking. It is absolutely shocking just how misguided this person, Silvers, is. And no, this is not an attack on Silvers, really. It's just that my patience has worn very thin with this case. The stuff in this video is just as misguided as this comment that Dog the Bounty Hunter put on his Twitter a couple of days ago. This is what Dog the Bounty Hunter said on my birthday. Does Summer Wells' father, Don Wells, have a familial relationship with Sebastian's mother? If you've any information, call Dog. What kind of nonsense is that? Come on now. No. Look, I've done the Wells family tree back generations, many generations. No, Don Wells is not from Tennessee. And Katie's biological family come from Virginia, so yeah, close to Tennessee, you might say. But Don Wells, no. Anyhow, this Silvers on the Scene. This is what he found during his investigation, like talking to people, supposedly talked to people who know Chris. We've no idea who these people are. No idea whether this Silvers guy has just made it up because he doesn't include any recordings, doesn't include any information. It's just all anonymous sources with not even, a clip from a recording with a voice changer. Nothing. This is what this investigation has concluded. RV not at job site. Of course it wasn't. He didn't take his RV to the job site. No one's ever said he did. RV not at Memphis RV park. No, it wouldn't have been because he didn't park his RV in Memphis. He parked it over the border in Mississippi. That's the RV park that he was using. So no, the RV ain't going to be there. Shady not to trust. Who? Chris or Silvers? Because I would think I'm not going to trust this Silvers guy because it's nonsense. So I'm going to come back to this relieved at 11 a.m. Arrived at 6:30, not according to Chloe, the PI who investigated this months ago. She said he arrived about 5:15. Verified sources. I'd much rather believe Chloe, an actual PI doing actual work before she was fired, than this guy, who I've no idea who he is, reported that his focus was off, unlike other days. Of course his focus would have been off on the morning of the 26th of February. Why might it be? Why might that be? Is it because his stepson was missing? Is it because he was waiting to be relieved before he could travel the 3.5 hours from Memphis to Hendersonville? Is that why his focus was off? I'd be distracted as well, wouldn't you, if your stepson was missing? You were waiting for news, you were anxious, but didn't report Sebastian missing to his work. Well, yes, he did. He might not have told every single colleague going round, like telling everybody, oh, my stepson's missing, oh, my stepson's missing, oh, my stepson's missing. No, who are you going to tell? You're going to tell, like, your line manager, your supervisor, because you need to leave. So who are you going to tell? You're going to tell somebody who can arrange for you to be relieved and your job covered, your duties covered. We know Sebastian hasn't been seen or heard from for 7 months, but on the morning of the 26th of February, Chris might have been thinking, well, we're going to find him. You tell your supervisor that you need to be covered, but then you keep in touch with them. You're not going to tell every single colleague, are you? No, okay. And then he was relieved at 11 a.m. All right, let's listen.
Chris Proudfoot, allegedly, in my opinion, based on what I was told, gets off the phone and goes to work.
He was already at work when he got the call. He was already at work. You see, you've got to make it that he arrived at 6:30 after Katie rang him. You have to make that fit. You have to make this new, shocking, oh my God, wow timeline fit that Chris didn't bother and he went to work. No, he was already at work when he got the call.
Hours later, is still working. I'm just visualizing moving those levers and picking up that steel.
Yeah, he was still working until he got relieved. Was his focus off? Yes. Was he distracted? Yes. Was he stressed? Yes. Why? Because his stepson was missing.
That iron or whatever he's lifting it up to where they can put it. He's working and his stepson is missing.
He's working until he's relieved. Are you going to be more happy with him if he just left and didn't tell anyone and he just left and left everyone in the lurch? Or did he do the responsible thing and wait for relief? Yeah, he waited for relief.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Are you 4.5 hours later? Now, here's the question I have. He was relieved. Not his doing. He didn't say, raise my hand, stepson's missing, get someone over here for me.
Well, how would his supervisor, line manager, foreman, whoever, know to relieve him? Because it's not that his shift finished at 11 a.m, is it? No. They had to get relief in. So how would they know to relieve him if he'd never told them? Are they telepathic? Did they, I don't know, get a news from the spirit box? Oh, come on. He told someone he needed to be relieved. He waited and carried on working without focus because he was stressed until he was relieved. Then he did the journey. So if he was relieved at 11 a.m, that kind of makes sense because he got into Hendersonville in the early afternoon. There you go. I've reviewed it. It's nonsense. Nearly 1,500 comments. Time to tell the world. His co-workers even said, Shady, do not trust him. According to this Silvers, who everyone's just believing, with absolutely no evidence. Holy crap, he didn't tell his work about Sebastian missing. Well, how do you think someone knew to relieve him? He's not going to tell every single colleague. He's going to tell the person who has the authority to arrange for relief. Dear me. All right, moving on. The actual search for Sebastian Rogers has been conducted this week by SF Investigates and a small crew of YouTubers. And, oh my God, wow, also Chris and Katie, who have been assisting in the search. Oh no, not Chris and Katie. So this is SF Investigates. He's left today to go and assist with the search for people missing in East Tennessee as a result of that horrific weather. Absolutely horrendous. Have you seen the footage from it? It's crazy. Anyway, here's an updated drone mapping for the Sebastian Rogers case. A land area to the east has been added, as well as a section of Long Hollow Road. The unfortunate reality is all options need to be explored. We are now mapping 100 feet on either side of the main roads in case Sebastian was walking the roadway at night in all black and was involved in a hit and run, possibly ending up off the side of the road. That was one of my early theories, actually, that he'd been the victim of a hit and run. It was something that I thought, that strange thing that Chief Deputy Eric Craddock said to Nick Barris. If we've been told by Seth and Chris that it was a trash truck, you know, the lights, the flashlights video, that it was a trash truck on Honeysuckle, but Eric Craddock wouldn't confirm it and said he didn't know if it was going to be relevant in the future, or words to that effect, I'm paraphrasing. And I thought maybe one of their theories is that he was hit by a trash truck. That's why, because it might be evidence in future. I don't know, it was one of my theories. So, yeah, wearing black. Might not see him, like walking along the side of a road. It's tragic to think about, but this is a reality we must face. The updated map can be viewed at the link below. Due to time constraints, I have not yet scanned the roadways, as I need to head back out this morning to map more roads leading from the house before leaving for Eastern Tennessee to assist with search and rescue efforts. If you notice anything on the map, please let me know. I would also like to note that Chris and Katie searched with us all day yesterday. They were present when we mapped Long Hollow and are aware of the reasoning behind it. Everyone hopes that Sebastian will be found safe and that someone may have him, but all possibilities need to be explored. I continue to believe that if it's not an abduction, Sebastian will be within 150 feet of a road or an established walking path, in the woods or near a creek. That makes sense. Unless you're completely and totally and utterly lost and you start to try and, take shortcuts and stuff like that, and then you get hopelessly lost in the deep woods. That is possible. People just get totally turned around and, go off the road or go off the path thinking that they're, taking a shortcut, and they get into bother that way. That's also an issue. I'm not saying I've ever done that myself. Maybe I've done that myself. All right. He is unlikely to be deep in the terrain. The footage we have released may appear to show deep woods, but it's all within 150 feet of a road or grassy area that can be easily walked, even without shoes. Oh, no, not without shoes. No one would ever go without shoes. He may have had shoes on. It's a 50-50 for me. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to Stephen, Cletus and Clue for showing up every day, putting in long hours and showing such dedication to Sebastian. I want to thank Crimson for coming out on her day off to help with the search. The dedication of these individuals is truly heartwarming. Additionally, I thank Chris and Katie for not only searching with us, but also for sitting down to answer all our questions with honesty and willingness to cooperate. Oh no! Oh my God, wow. They're finally cooperating. No, they've cooperated all along. It's just you guys who are trying every which way to make them guilty. Don't listen. How many people will unsubscribe after this video? Dear me. I will continue mapping the other roads today and then leave for Eastern Tennessee, where assistance and thermal drones are urgently needed to locate the missing and their pets. Use the zoom controls built into the cloud interface to keep the best resolution. Here we are, this is it. So I showed you how to use this map. If you're not sure, in my live stream the other day, which honestly didn't get many views, but it's not drama, so of course it won't. So open the map up like that. This is the area that we checked in my live stream the other day. This area, but we've also got a section here to the east. So this is the construction site. This is where Sebastian lives. This is the construction site. This is Ward Lane here. This bit to the east. Don't know why they've done this bit to the east. Not sure. So I don't know what's there. But if you go right in, you ain't going to be able to see much through those trees, are you? And then along this roadway here. So this is Long Hollow. This is Long Hollow. So this section of road. I mean, it's just, you know, exploring every possible scenario. I don't personally think he's going to be along this section of road because of the properties. That someone would have found him. But all options have to be explored. So those are the people who've been out there. Completed another day of searching and mapping areas of interest. I want to thank Stephen, Cletus, Clue, Crimson, Chris and Katie for all their help over the past week. I will be leaving in the next 2 hours to assist with the search missing flood victims in eastern Tennessee. I will return to Hendersonville within the next 2 weeks. Sebastian, despite those who are making a mockery of your case, yes, we know who you are, and trying to capitalise on your situation, we vow to continue searching for you and seeking answers. Now I need to go and buy supplies to get through the next few days in eastern Tennessee while searching for victims of the flood. Been in contact with authorities and searchers, and the situation is dire. All your support is needed in the form of positive thoughts. Yeah, it's horrendous. I mean, look, too bad CP and KP can't just tell the truth of what happened to Sebastian. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah, I'm there in spirit. If I wasn't 4,000 miles away, I would be there. But I'm 4,000 miles away, so this is the best I can do. Raise awareness, keep Sebastian's name out there with the real things that are going on in his case and not this nonsense. But if you ask me to review something, I will take a look at it, however much nonsense it is and however many subscribers I lose. Hey, it is what it is. All right. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Good girl. She's a good girl. She's there. Come on. She's a girl.